Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're a business leader or an HR professional here in South Africa, you're going to want to listen up for the next few minutes. There's been a major update to the dismissal code, and we're about to break down exactly what it means for you. Okay, let's get right into it. So let me start by asking you this. Are you 100% confident that your dismissal process is legally sound? Because, if there's even a little bit of doubt, you could be looking at some serious legal and financial headaches. This update, it's not just a small change, it's a pretty fundamental shift, and being prepared is not optional. And here it is, the new rule book. Back in September 2025, the government went ahead and officially published the updated Code of Good Practice on Dismissal. This is it. This is the new standard that every single dismissal is going to be measured against from now on. Now, I know what you're thinking. A government gazette number like 53294 sounds pretty dry, right? But trust me, this is where the law becomes very, very real. This isn't just a list of suggestions. Nope, it's an official legal update, and it has real-world consequences for every single employer in the country. So what's actually new here? What's different? Let's jump into the nitty-gritty and take a look at the core changes that you absolutely have to get your head around to stay compliant. First up, let's talk about procedural fairness. The new code puts a massive emphasis on being crystal clear here. And why? Well, it's mainly to stop dismissals from getting overturned because of simple procedural slip-ups. So the bottom line is, document everything, make sure you notify employees properly, and always give them a fair chance to tell their side of the story. Next, the code gives us a lot more detail on the reasons for dismissal. It really fleshes out what counts as misconduct, incapacity, or operational requirements. And while this is super helpful for clarity, it also means that as employers, we have to be that much more careful. You've got to put the dismissal in the right category and have the solid proof to back it up. Oh man, dismissals during strikes, that has always been a legal minefield, a really high-risk area for employers. The good news is, this update gives us a much clearer roadmap. It offers specific guidance that helps you navigate this tricky territory fairly and legally, which seriously cuts down the risk of a costly, unfair labor practice claim. Okay, so we've talked about what has changed, but now let's get to the big question. So what? How do these legal tweaks actually affect your day-to-day business? It's really about a mindset shift, from seeing this as just another legal burden to understanding how it can actually be a business benefit. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. We're moving away from that old world of vague rules, unclear processes, and really high legal risks. And we're moving to a new landscape defined by clear guidelines and fair, predictable procedures. For any employer, that kind of clarity is a huge advantage, because when you follow it, you're drastically reducing your legal exposure. This quote from the official guidance really just hits the nail on the head. At the end of the day, the number one benefit here is lowering your risk. When you build fairness and consistency right into the DNA of your dismissal process, you are actively protecting your business from those expensive, draining, and damaging legal battles. Alright, so you get it. You know what's changed, and you know why it's a big deal. The next logical question is, what do I do now? Well, let's get practical. Here's a straightforward action plan, your checklist to get you started. Just 4 simple but absolutely essential steps. Number 1, get in there and review and update all your internal policies to line up with the new code. 2, train your people. Your managers and HR team are on the front lines, so make sure they know this stuff inside and out. 3, for those really tricky cases, please don't guess. Get expert legal advice. And finally, number 4, don't just aim for compliance. Use this new code as a benchmark to really level up your entire employee relations strategy. So as we start to wrap this up, let's just pull back for a second and think about the bigger picture here. This update isn't just about dodging lawsuits. It's really about shaping the future of how we handle workplace relations right here in South Africa. And look, the key takeaway is this. When you get out ahead of this, when you're proactive, the rewards are clear. You're not just avoiding legal trouble. You are actively building a better, more stable work environment. You're improving the overall labor climate and earning a reputation for being fair and consistent. And that's a powerful advantage to have. Which leaves me with one final question for you to think about. Is this new code just a legal shield to hide behind when things go wrong? Or could it be something more? Could it be the foundation you use to build a stronger, a fairer, and a more productive workplace for everyone involved? The choice really is yours.